Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm back with another short message from the Lord. I'm guessing it will be under 10 minutes. I just feel like it's going to be. I've already done the message before. I was not satisfied, so I went on ahead and decided to do it again. Um, and the message is basically towards those of us that are chosen by God. And those of us who know that we have been chosen by God to do certain things, we understand what our assignments are. And so, this is what the message is for chosen people, those people who are already walking in their assignments. Okay, so that's who it's for. So, we're going to start off with a short scripture that the Lord gave me, and it's coming from 1 Peter 2:9. We're going to read that together really quick. And it reads, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a dedicated nation, God's own purchase, special people, that you may set forth the wonderful deeds and display the virtues and perfections of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." And again, that's 1 Peter 2:9, and that was out of the Amplified Version. And basically, what the Lord was sharing with me is that a lot of us have great callings, huge callings, tasks, and assignments that God has given to us to do. And because of the nature of these callings and tasks and assignments, we aren't going to just be able to put ourselves around just anybody. We also would have to limit our time around certain people. And in general, we have to be very careful about the time we spend with others, and more conscious and aware of the time that we need to spend with God. We have to be aware of that, because when you have a great calling, an assignment, task from God, if you are a prophet or anything, we can't just put ourselves around a bunch of stuff, a bunch of unnecessary drama, conflict, and confrontation like that, because it hurts our hearing from the Lord. It hurts the things that He wants to do through us. Okay. And really, that's what the enemy is doing. That's what he's doing. He's using a lot of people to distract where God is taking a lot of us, to take us off course, to get us bottled down with the cares of the world and the stresses of what's happening, to the point that we can't even hear God for where it is that He wants us to go, or where it is that He wants others to go, where He's taking everybody as a people, as a family, as the body. We won't be able to hear Him if we are placing ourselves around uh people who are not saved, people who just don't want to be saved, people who are rejecting God at this time. Okay, so certainly we will have to go out amongst people who are not saved, people who are going the opposite direction. We know that we naturally have to be around these people, whether it's because we work with them, whether it's because we go to church with them, whether or not it's because we do business with them. We know that we will have to be amongst people who are walking in darkness. But what the Lord is saying for this particular message, for this particular thing, is for those of you that are called by Him and are chosen by Him, you have to be very careful because of the nature of your calling and your assignments. You have to be very careful about these people and who you allow to come around you and be around you. You know, you just have to be really careful. And I know it can be very hard for a lot of us. And if you're anything like me, it's definitely hard at times, especially when you get to spend time with certain loved ones and you get to be around certain people and stuff like that. And you really want to brighten up the day, brighten up the room, brighten everybody up, and all that type of stuff. The Lord is saying, even in that, you have to use wisdom. You have to be led with wisdom and His discernment on who you spend time with, who you allow to come into your inner circle, who you allow to come close to you. Okay, we all have to be careful about that. We really do, because we are living in a time now where God is raising a lot of people up, because I truly believe it's so dark out here now, and the world has become so cold to the point that the people's hearts have grown cold. The love for others have grown cold. People have no respect for life. People have no respect for you. People have no respect for what you believe in or what you stand for. And, the first opportunity the enemy will have to throw a dagger at you, to throw something at you and hit you upside the head and take you off course, he's going to take that opportunity using the very people that are close to you. He's going to take that opportunity, or using the people you have allowed to get close to you, to put you off. So you got to be very, very cautious about who you allow to come around you, who you allow to speak into your life, the people you choose to listen to on a daily basis, and make sure that God is co-sign on certain things, certain people to come into your life. I'm not just allowing just anybody into my life. Now, I'm a loving person. Many people know about me. I'm very, very loving. I will share God with everybody that I come into contact with, and I mean everybody. It's not a single person that ever comes near me or talks to me that does not hear something about the Lord. I'm always sharing. It is a natural habit of mine. It brings a lot of joy to me and peace to share about God and his love for other people and things like that. And that's fine. That's fine to do that. But what I'm speaking about is allowing people to be with you all day, every day, and not seeking God to see if these people are okay to be around you in that manner. If they're okay to, come around you and speak to you and all these types of things, So, so that is the message, guys. It's very short. Try to hurry up and get to the point. Very short. Uh, just be mindful. God has called you. He has set you apart. You are a royal priesthood. You are a dedicated nation. That's big. Okay. That's big. He called you out of darkness. He's already called you out of darkness and into his marvelous light. So because you know that, he's chosen you and has set you apart, then you have to protect what it is that he's doing. You have to do all that you can within yourself to protect what he is that he's doing. A lot of people can go out here and get away with things. They can go out here and do the most wickedest thing ever, unrighteous thing ever. They can slip, trip, and fall and keep on skipping right on down the yellow brick road. But if it's you and you or myself that does this thing, God is going to really get on us. He's going to really get on us because he's chosen us. So the things that others can get away with, we can't get away with. And we ought to be thankful that we can't get away with it. We ought to be thankful that God has that type of hold on us. I know I am. We ought to be grateful that, he has that type of mercy over us and grace over us, and that, we can't get away with stuff. Because imagine if he just let us just get away with everything that others get away with. That means that we would be going down that same path that they're going down, which is the broad way, and we would land ourselves in hell. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. If we're chosen by God, set apart for his purposes, we want to be mindful of every person that comes into our lives or attempts to come into our lives. And we got to know that it's from God. We got to know that it's from God. Oh, we even have to know what seasons people may have in our lives. What could be, you're just around a person for a particular time. We don't want to make something. We don't want to draw things out. If God has brought people into our lives for a particular reason or for a particular season, for a particular moment or time, we need to receive the reason why they came and then be okay with the time frame he's given and release these people at, if they need to be released. We don't need to hold on to anybody unless God wants us to hold on to them. We don't need to. It's a work to be done, and we need to be focused. We need to really be focused on that work that God has given us to do. Okay, so that's not saying that God won't bring into our lives those people that he wants to be in our lives, because he will. He will. I haven't met those people myself yet personally. I've met a lot of wonderful, great people, but they're not the ones that God has shown me, put it that way. That will be in my life for ministry purposes, for bigger purposes. And that's okay. That's okay. You just have to accept sometimes God knows better. And if you're hearing from the Lord and you're a prophet, you definitely can't be around people like that. Not on no 24-hour type of thing. I mean, if you're doing ministry, that's one thing. But to be around people all day long and think you're going to be able to really hear from God, that's a no-no. I found that out. I found that out myself. It can't be done. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. Even my children know that when God is speaking to me, it's hush time. You have to hush. Because and I don't do it in any rude way. My kids just get it. They get it. They get what's going on. Thank God. And then as soon as God starts speaking, they could be talking directly to me. I have to cut them off for a moment, hear from God, and then start speaking to them again. So imagine you being around a bunch of people all day long, giving your time and space to a bunch of people who are talking about a whole bunch of crazy stuff all day long. And you really believe that God is going to speak to you, or if he speaks to you, that you will hear him the way that you need to hear him? No, you won't. No, you won't. So just be mindful that you are royal to God. You are set apart. So if you're set apart, then you're going to have to behave like you're set apart. You're going to have to, go away with God. Like how Yahshua went away from the people many times to get to God by himself, to his Father. That's what a lot of us will have to do in order to commune with him, be with him, love on him, and even get things from him that we may need that we can't get from the world. We may need certain things from him we can't get from the world. There's no way we can get it from being amongst people all the time, or being amongst the wrong people. So that's the message that I had for you guys. I pray that it's helped somebody to understand that sometimes you have to go to God to find out, if certain people are the ones he wants you around, and, when is a good time to be around certain people or family members, or do you have to cut people off for certain seasons or at certain times? Get with God on all of that, and he'll lead you. He'll let you know, okay? It's something that it's something he's let me know. And even sometimes through my kids, he's using my kids to tell me what he didn't want. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to somebody's place, and my kid goes there with me, and I go there and my kid gets a message from the Lord, or my kid sees something, and then my child goes, I don't want to go there anymore. What do you think that was? Okay, so take heed, even take heed to your kids, especially those that are the hand of God is upon them, because I'm telling you, these kids are smart. These kids are really discerning, the ones that the Lord is in. They're really discerning, okay? So, anywho, I'm gone. I went a little over 10. It's about 14 minutes in, but it is all good, right? So please like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate you guys being with me here on this journey. May the Lord bless you today, and all that you do. Be safe. And don't forget to pray, and don't forget to be a blessing to others around you, okay? All right. Till next time. God bless. Bye.